particular thank the leaders who are with us. Commissioner Aguilar of the 16th District, Commissioner McCaskill of the 5th District, Terry Wells, who's, oh, I should finish, Derek Lavender, who is representing Commissioner Moore's office, Terry Wells, who's the mayor of Phoenix and a PACE board member, Melinda Metzger, who's PACE executive director, Nicole Campbell, who is senior engineer for the city of Berwyn, Sis Killen, who is our superintendent for the Department of Transportation and Highways. Thank you all for joining us. Cook County's transportation network is one of our greatest assets. Our roads, bridges, pedestrian, and bicycle paths move millions of people and hundreds of millions of dollars of goods every day. The Invest in Cook program was first introduced as a way for Cook County to implement the priorities of Connecting Cook County, our long-range transportation plan that guides where and how transportation investments are made to attract and retain businesses, people, capital, and talent. This is the 9th year of the program, so we've been at this almost a decade. Since the inception of Invest in Cook, we've put more than $72 million into 300 transit, road, freight, and pedestrian and bike projects. Funding provided by this program helps our local partners cover the costs associated with projects that might otherwise have languished. No matter how big or small, these projects are essential for connecting communities with each other and to economic opportunities. It's also a critical way for us to direct resources where they're needed most. This year, 63% of the grant funding is directed toward projects in low and moderate income areas. At the same time, the program leveraged an additional capital from other sources at $2.60 for every dollar of Invest in Cook, so that's a good multiplier. The Cook County Department of Transportation and Highways, under the leadership of Superintendent Killen, is awarding just under $8.3 million this year, helping to fund 32 projects throughout the county. Sis has been a respected leader in transportation within the region for over a decade. She, along with two of our recipients, PACE Suburban Bus and the Village of Phoenix, will speak about the projects receiving funding this year. Equal access to opportunities shouldn't depend on where you live. Every Cook County resident deserves safe, accessible, reliable, and affordable options to travel throughout the county. Making equitable investments has been and will continue to be a top priority for my administration. Thank you. I'd like to congratulate our 2025 Invest in Cook recipients. It's now my pleasure to introduce Commissioner Aguilar, and I would ask that each person introduce the speaker who will follow them. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Madam President. My middle name is Infrastructure. So glad to see this going on. Hello, everybody. Good morning. I like to thank Board President Toni Preckwinkle and her office, whose strong fiscal management has allowed Cook County to fund initiatives such as Invest in Cook and support many of our municipalities. I also want to thank the Department of Transportation and Highway Superintendent Sis Killen and her team for their work throughout the process. There are always more requests than funds available, but the Department of Transportation and Highways teams has put together such a strong criteria that we know that this funding is going to go where it's mostly needed. It has been such a great treat to work closely with the Department of Transportation and Highways and the team and the 16th district leadership to ensure everyone has the tools and knowledge to apply for the grants. This investment will have a real day-to-day impact on the 16th district residents. Funding our transportation infrastructure is critical in keeping residents and visitors safe as they navigate themselves in their daily lives. It is truly an amazing to see partnership between the 16th district, municipalities, and Cook County to work together to provide improvements and for our communities. Especially, I'm glad to see PACE here because it's very important in our communities, especially for students. It's just starting out their careers in life when they go to school. Cook County has much to offer to both people who live and raise their families, as well as many visitors each year. It is important to have safe and funded infrastructure to allow everyone the ability to safe access everywhere they go and make this everywhere they go. This grant funding does that and more. Fixing our roads, repairing our sidewalks, reducing traffic, and managing the large amounts of freight and public transportation that moves people and commerce forward. I am very excited to see and finish project and see improvements and investments that will lead to making our district work much better. Thank you very much. And I'd like to bring Commissioner McCaskill from the 5th District.
Good morning. Good morning. I am Dr. Keisha E. McCaskill, 5th District Commissioner, right here in Cook County. I want to thank President Toni Preckwinkle, as always, for her vision, and also Sis Killian, who has been a remarkable mentor and guider through this process in my short 7 months. So I thank you for that, Sis. I'm often asked, why do I believe in Cook County programs such as Invest in Cook? Well, today is another example of why I believe. I believe in Invest in Cook because it channels funds into historically underserved communities to spur equitable growth. It supports small businesses with grants, low-interest loans, technical assistance to start, grow, and sustain operations. It creates and protects jobs, reducing unemployment and increasing household incomes. Programs like Invest in Cook expand the tax revenue base for municipalities, enabling stronger funding for schools, parks, public services. Invest in Cook improves critical infrastructure, road, transit, access, and broadband to boost mobility and economic opportunity. It accelerates affordable housing and home ownership programs to promote housing stability and strengthen neighborhood safety. I believe in Invest in Cook because it improves the quality of life for everyone. It is inclusive, it is equality, and it is equity across our county. So as I believe in Invest in Cook, that's my answer, and I want that to be yours as well. Invest in Cook works, and we need to continue to spread it throughout all of our communities throughout the county. Thank you. And at this time, I would like to bring my colleague, Commissioner Tara Stamps. Thank you. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I am Cook County Commissioner Tara Stamps of the 1st District. I serve the Proviso Township and the West Side. First, I want to thank President Toni Preckwinkle and the Department of Transportation and Highways for their vision and commitment to investing in the infrastructure that connects all communities. As someone who spent more than 2 decades in the classroom, I know firsthand how vital safe, reliable, accessible transportation is, and not just for our roads, it is for our economy, but for our children's future. I've taught students who have depended on the bus, the train to get to school, and even sometimes myself. I've seen parents juggle multiple routes just to get their children to school safely and to their school after-school programs. I've watched how broken sidewalks or missing bike lane can be more than just an inconvenience. It can be a barrier to opportunity. That's why programs like Invest in Cook matter so much. This is about more than just concrete and asphalt. It's about access. It's about making sure that every student, every worker, every senior, every family has the ability to get where they need to get to safely, affordably, and with dignity. Today's $8 million investment is going to make a real difference in 26 municipalities, 3 transit agencies, 2 park districts, and 1 township, improving roads, sidewalks, bike paths, and transit options. Those improvements will not only create safer streets, but will also open up new pathways for education, for jobs, and community. I am proud to represent a county that understands that when we invest in infrastructure, we invest in people, and investing in people makes the difference. And when we invest in people, we invest in our future. Thank you. And now I would like to call to the podium Dr. Terry Wells, Mayor of Village of Phoenix.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Terry Wells. I'm the mayor of the Village of Phoenix, and I would like to thank President Preckwinkle and the board for selecting my community for the Invest in Cook program. This funding will be used to resurface one of the streets in our community. Now, in our community, we have water mains that are very old. We repaired them about 3 years ago, but unfortunately, we had once the repairs were done, the streets were not actually resurfaced at that point. Then we also had lead piping that was done in our community as well. So we had to dig up many of the parkways, and so that made the street look a little bit, it needed some work. So then we had a couple of houses that were built in the community, and so the houses, they had to put water and sewer in the streets. So the streets were again, needed resurfacing. And then Cook County came to the rescue in this program. And so you can see on the map there that street from 151st Street to 155th Street is going to be resurfaced. But I think the other important part of it is that on the north end is our junior high school. And then on the south end, there is a school that we have for special needs. So our students, the children in our community, will have now a safe way to get back and forth to school. So we're very, very excited about that. So on behalf of the Village of Phoenix, thank you, President Preckwinkle, for all your help. I know I wasn't supposed to necessarily talk about it, but you have a program called Build Up Cook. And the program was just great. As I came in this morning, I saw that, well, the program came out in the Village of Phoenix, and we had our roof in our village hall was in bad shape. So they came out, they repaired the roof, then they painted the building, then they they took all the ceiling tiles out, put all new ceiling tiles in. They corrected some of the electrical issues that we had in our building. And I was reminded of that when I walked in the building this morning. One of the guys who worked in our community was here working. And I just, for President Preckwinkle and Commissioner McCaskill, Commissioner Stamps, these guys make you look good. You've got a great group of electricians and carpenters and painters. They did a wonderful job, and they came out and they worked in Phoenix like they were working in their own homes. So that's a tribute to Cook County government. Again, thank you for all that you do. And now, okay. Actually, my executive director of PACE is Melinda Metzger. She's here, but I guess I'm going to have to do the part for PACE then. Just a little bit. Okay. PACE is more than just transportation. It's a connection to opportunity, and these grants will help strengthen those connections. Now, if you travel along Cermak Road, you know how busy it can get. The bad lane means buses will move more quickly and reliably, even during peak congestion. That's a real benefit for workers getting to their jobs, students heading to class, and families trying to make it to their appointments on time. It's a bigger part of our vision for the future Pulse Cermak line, which will bring faster, more frequent service to this vital corridor. Now, just as the Cermak Bat line will strengthen an east-west economic lifeline in the western suburbs, the Arlington Heights Rolling Meadows on-demand expansion will do the same in the northwest suburbs. These projects will help employers attract and keep workers, and will allow residents to reach job centers and education, and keep our business districts vibrant. I'm proud that PACE is delivering real solutions and making a difference in the lives of the people in our area. And we're grateful for the help and support that we received from Cook County. Thank you. And Executive Director of PACE, Melinda Metzger.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hi, I'm Melinda Metzger, and I first want to thank Mayor Wells for his dedication not only to the Village of Phoenix, but also to PACE. He is committed to what we do in providing more opportunity for our riders and the residents of Cook County and the 6 collar counties. And I want to thank President Preckwinkle. She has always been a great supporter of PACE and always comes to our events. And I have to say, Cook County staff has been terrific to work with, and the commissioners, we appreciate your support. And of course, to Sis Killen, the Department of Transportation and Highways, for your continued partnership and investment in all of our communities. PACE's collaboration with Cook County has consistently delivered better service for our region, thanks to our shared commitment to our residents. The last time we gathered here, it was to celebrate the success of Fair Transit South Cook, Another example of Cook County bringing both ideas and funding. Funding is a key word here. Funding to the table to support public transportation. The Invest in Cook grants help PACE deliver innovative solutions that enhance mobility, equity, and economic opportunity across suburban Cook County. The Cermak corridor, which is planned for a future Pulse line, connects people from Lombard all the way to McCormick Place and everywhere in between. The Cermak Road business access and transit lanes, we call them BAT lanes, will improve bus travel by creating through lanes for buses, taking the buses out of traffic along eastbound Cermak Road in Berwyn and North Riverside. This will move buses more efficiently through the area and help our residents and our riders get through quicker and more and safer. Just as the Cermak BAT lane strengthens a busy east-west economic corridor, the Arlington Heights Road Rolling Meadows on-demand expansion will strengthen education and workforce connections in the northwest suburbs, especially to Harper College. Both projects share a common goal, making sure people can get where they need to go, whether that's a job site, a classroom, a medical appointment, or a shopping district, quickly, affordably, and reliably. Transit is economic infrastructure. Every PACE route connects workers to employers, students to education, and customers to local businesses. These investments don't just move people, they support job creation, strengthen local economies, and make our region more competitive. With Cook County support, we're building a stronger, more connected, and more resilient transit network for the future. And I thank you for providing us the grant funding to do that. Thank you very much. Oh, I'm sorry. And I have to announce Nicole Campbell, Senior Engineer for Berwyn, and we thank Berwyn. Okay. Okay, I'm going to, thank you. I'm going to announce Sis Killen, Superintendent of the Department of Transportation at Cook County, and I always thank her for her support. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Executive Director Metzger. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I would just like to thank you first, Madam President. It is your leadership and that has made our accomplishments in the Department of Transportation and Highways possible. I would like to also thank Commissioners Aguilar, Stamps, and McCaskill, and our Transportation Chair, Commissioner Stanley Moore, who has representation here today, for their support to create a more equitable transportation infrastructure for Cook County. I'm incredibly proud of my team, many of whom are here today to celebrate with us, that have worked diligently to ensure that the essential funding was made available for this in a 9th year. Invest in Cook allows Cook County to support municipalities and other partners in their efforts to build and maintain transportation projects that address their local priorities. These grants help cover the cost of planning, engineering, right-of-way acquisition, and construction for transportation improvements. The program strengthens our relations with regional partners to make Cook County a better place for all residents. The county is home to a diverse group of people, and the projects that we support reflect that. You've already heard about the impactful projects we're supporting that are being undertaken by PACE Suburban Bus and the Village of Phoenix. I would like to highlight a few of our other 2025 recipients today. Berkeley and Hillside both received awards for their respective portions of Taft Avenue. The Village of Berkeley has been awarded funds to design bike lanes, ADA improvements, streetscape, and traffic calming elements as part of a resurfacing project along Taft Avenue, in addition to a realignment of the Prairie Path crossing. The Village of Hillside, just to the south, has been awarded funds to also design bike lanes and ADA-compliant crosswalks and sidewalks, roadway resurfacing, and to add improved lighting along Taft Avenue. The Village of Streamwood received funds to build a multi-use path along Bartlett Road that will help complete a very important connection between the village and bike trails in the Poplar Creek Forest Preserve. Similarly, the Village of Niles was awarded funding to design an improved path along Oakton Street, which will complement the existing bus network and provide connections to the North Branch Trail. The City of Harvey will receive funding for the design engineering for the 157th Street Improvement Project. With this funding, the City of Harvey seeks to incorporate narrower travel lanes, increased bike lane widths, and curb extensions, among other enhancements to the roadway in an industrial area within their city. These are just a handful of the 32 projects we awarded this year that help communities advance their transportation projects and make the county a better place to live and work. Thank you very much, and I will turn it back to you, Madam President.
Talia, we have any questions? Hearing none, it's time to take a picture.